Hey everyone, it's Hensby. I feel amazing like this. So, as a teen, I got a little bit too obsessed with the 80s. So I really feel like this is my true form. You know, I was born 20 years too late or something. I don't know the math of it. I should have been a teenager in 1984. That's what I did the math of. And so I should have been born in like 1967 or something. But I wasn't. But here I am today. The hair is crunchy, the lips are glossy, everything stinks like hairspray. It's incredible because today we're watching a 1986 spooky dooky movie for our spooky dooky movie club because Halloween is upon. It is coming. And what a better thing to do than watch a spooky movie that's kind of crap but has a bit of, bit of love, just like the 80s. Kind of crap, but we love it. I don't think the 80s was crap. I don't know. I wasn't there. But if I was there, it would have been great because I would have been there. I really cannot get over this look. I think I'm just going to live in this look. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to take 1,000 photos. What did 80s people do? They were like, they just smiled. Crazy people. Today we are watching a 1986 horror movie called Chopping Mall. Oh God. It is something else. It is everything you'd want in an 80s movie, plus everything you'd want in a horror movie. Written and directed by Jim Wynorski. Sorry. It does have a cult following, so I apologize if I am coming in here hot, making fun of your little cult. I get it. I'm sorry. But I'd never heard of this movie. I've only watched it this weekend, and I have to talk about it. I have to make fun of it. Thank you. It is about 3 high-tech security robots that are placed into a shopping mall to keep the shopping mall safe from robberies. But unfortunately, the robots do turn evil and start killing a bunch of teenagers. Crazy kids. It's always teens in the 80s, isn't it? Now, I love a good shopping mall. I mean, I used to. Going to the mall now is terrifying. Also, we don't call them malls here in Australia. We call them, like, the shops. Or, shopping centre. Going to the shopping centre. It's so boring. But you know what's cool? Like, plaza. We have a couple of plazas. The one in my local used to be called the Fair. Anyway, let's watch it. There's no people of colour in this movie, and there's no queer people in this movie. What you say? The movie opens with this creepster, and he breaks into a jewellery shop, and he steals a bunch of jewels, bunch of diamonds, bunch of pearls, and he's a cool, slick burglar. Burglar?
Doing amazing, sweetie.
In comes a robot and is like, stop what you're doing, stop right there. And the guy tries to shoot the robot, but it's a robot. Also, I'm going to say robot a lot in this.
Robot.
So the robot catches him, puts a little electrical zappy thing in his back, and he is out. Not dead, maybe not dead, hopefully not dead, but out. And that's the end of the movie. I hope you enjoyed. Kidding. Thank you for watching our presentation. Oh, the old twisteroo, eh? The old twisteroo. So we meet the brains behind this project. Him, he's a doctor. And we've got these 2 people in the front row who we never see again, but gosh, do they have some quips.
They remind me of your mother. It's the laser eyes.
Hi, gay!
So Dr. Guy is telling us all about how the robots are controlled by a big computer that sits on the roof of the mall. And each robot has their levels. So robot 1, level 1. Robot 2, level 2, etc. There's only 3. Phew.
And how can your things there distinguish between the good guys and the bad guys?
Dr. Guy says they'll scan your ID badge. We've got the ID card to make sure nobody gets killed.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Same to you. Absolutely nothing can go wrong.
Okay, then we meet Allison and Susie. They work at the pizza parlor. and they have a beautiful friendship. Susie is like, you gotta come to this party tonight. And Allison's like, I'm not gonna know anybody. But Susie, she reassures her that no, we'll introduce you to people and it'll be fun and it's gonna be a blast.
In about an hour and a half, we bail this barbecue and it's good times to the max.
We gotta bail this barbecue and it's let's bail this barbecue and it's good times to the max. And then they have this fun exchange that I kind of want to start using.
No way, babe. It is babe, isn't it?
Kind of smooth. Kind of smooth as a pickup line. It is babe, isn't it? Cut to the control room, aka the computer room. And lightning has struck the computer that is on the roof, the antenna. Look at my thing. And mayhem. So obviously lightning and tech, not good friends. They cause a big hoorah with the computer, which means that the robots that are controlled by the computer are probably now on the fritz. Old mate thinks it's fine. He gets out a nudie mag, if you will, starting to get off, but the robots come online. And what do we know about horror movies? You cannot have sex, you cannot be sexual, you cannot objectify women because you will get killed. And he does. Right in the neck. Cut to the guys. Here are the boys. We've got Mike, Greg, and Ferdy. Ferdy Dirk. Then we've also got Rick and Linda, and they are married, and they are friends with everybody, but they don't work in the mall. Mike goes over to the Gap, or whatever, to meet Leslie, his girlfriend. So the party that everybody is going to tonight is in the furniture shop where Mike, Ferdy, and Greg work. They're having a party in the shop. In the furniture store shop, in the mall, after hours. I've only ever had a party in a mall once, and it was when we had a staff meeting and our manager got us pizza. Never have I ever been drinking after hours in a mall in a furniture shop. And I have to say, that would be great. It's like a big living room, but you could find a couch anywhere because there'd be 10 couches to sit on.
10.
Okay, back in the control center, new scientist, new guy arrives, and this actor is the king of the double and triple take, I have to say. So he's also on shift, but the robots must have moved the body of the other guy, and this guy thinks that the other guy's just out getting a pretzel or something. Anyway, he's dead. Then Susie and Greg introduce Ferdy to Allison, and I gotta say, it is love at first furniture shop party. Right, all the robots have gone online because it's after dark, after hours. The mall has shut its doors. No one can get in, no one can get out. They're these heavy-duty doors I didn't say before, but they're like, you can't get out of them. Okay, then this, I don't know how to say this bit because it's so... This is the bizarre bit. Okay, so, killer robots in a mall, whatever. I can believe it. This bit, I have an issue with, but stay with me. Let's figure it out together. So, Linda derobes. She's in a beautiful lingerie set, and she walks over to Rick, her husband, and jumps into bed with him. Because, they've been partying, they've had a couple of drinks, they're married, it's all good to go. But then we pan over and we see that we're still in the furniture shop and Susie and Greg are kissing, making out on a couch. And then we pan over again and we see Mike and Leslie in another bed in the furniture shop. They're all in the same room, maybe like a meter apart from each other. I get that they're all friends. I've been to parties where you might be a little too close to some people making out in the corner and they're getting a little bit hot and heavy, but you see yourself out. You go, you know what? They're having a moment. We should probably leave. But that doesn't happen here. Everybody's very comfortable being in the same vicinity as each other, getting it on. In a furniture shop. Also in the room, on another couch, is Allison and Ferdy, and they're watching a horror movie. It's a very scary horror movie, so Allison has to cuddle up to Ferdy because she's so scared. Cut back to Mike and Leslie's like, oh, I'm all out of cigarettes.
I think Singleton left a pack of Camels under the register.
Camels? No way. You know I only smoke Virgin Lights.
So Mike, being a good boyfriend, goes out to the cigarette machine and gets her a pack of Virgin Slims.
Oh, Mike.
Why?
Hurry back.
Hubba. Stop that.
Count on it.
I cannot fathom that there used to be machines that you could go to, like a vending machine, and get a pack of cigarettes. So he's at the ciggy machine and wow, here comes a robot. So Mike is like, oh, jeez. Here's my badge. I work here. I work in the furniture shop where I'm also having sex with my girlfriend right now in one of the display beds. But the robot is not having it because remember the lightning. So the robot corners Mike and he can't get out because he's buying cigarettes. But it shoots him and he goes down in a very dramatic. You know, this guy was like, this is my acting bit. What you say? That you only meant well. So Leslie goes after him. She bumps into the body of Mike and she's like, wake up. She pulls him into the light and we notice that his throat has been. So a robot comes in and starts to chase Leslie. So Leslie's running, the pathetic like, ah. The robot shoots her a couple times, but she doesn't go down without a fight. It even shoots her in the butt. Now, everybody runs over to the window because they're like, what the heck is going on? And the robot shoots her in the head so hard that it bursts. And blood goes all over the windows. It's very dramatic. Now, I contemplated doing like a bit of blood splatter on this look tonight, but then I thought no, because it's so good. It's so good. It cannot be ruined by blood or by anything tonight. Oh my god. Even the sleeve roll up, like, come on. And this jacket, like, what? What? I feel amazing. Oh, okay. Okay, back to this trash movie. Everybody runs to the back room and all the girls jump into the vent, but the boys run out of time. I like all the music in this. It's very bam, 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 bam. The guys are like, we need weapons. Where are we going to get weapons from? And at the same time, Greg and Ferdy say,
Heck and paws.
which is a sporting goods store. Rick breaks the glass because he's a bad. And they go in and they grab a bunch of guns. I don't know if I would use a gun to kill a robot. I just don't know, because what if the bullet ricocheted? What if the gun recoil was so hard that I've never shot a gun. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But you know what I mean? Like, I'd use an axe or something. But these guys have, you know, arms, so they could get me with an axe. You know what? I don't know. Stuff to think about, you know? Stuff to think about.
Hey, fellas, we got company.
That didn't take very long.
And the boys shoot the heck out of it, and it blows up.
Kaboom, blam! Oh, excuse me again, dear.
We cut back to the girls in the vent, and Susie has had a total meltdown. And so she jumps out of the vent because she has to save Greg. He needs me. Greg's fine, okay? So the girls jump down and it's this barbecue shop and they grab a bunch of gasoline.
Gasoline.
Now the boys check on the robot and it is certainly dead, they think. He wriggles and squirms and comes back to life. Good on him. Now the boys grab some gas bottles for a barbecue and rig them up onto the top of the elevator. Okay, so there's a robot chasing the girls and they've got all their Molotov cocktails and they hide and Susie's freaking out again. Enough. Chill out. So Allison lights one on fire. She throws it at the robot and stuff blows up, but it's not that dramatic. Nothing really happens. The robot can actually go through the flame like Justin Theroux in Charlie's Angels 2. This robot shoots Susie in the back of the leg and she falls to the ground. But Susie just pathetically lies there. She's holding a Molotov cocktail. So the robot notices the cocktail, shoots it. It blows up all onto Susie, who's now burning to death, burning to heck. And Allison and Linda are just... What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did. Save your friend. Stop, drop and roll. Hello? Did nobody teach you about fire safety at school? You stop what you're doing, you drop to the ground, and you roll.
Yeah. Work.
Now, there's many of things around the mall that you can... There's fire extinguishers everywhere. These friends. Any of my friends did that to me, just left me to burn to death.
Death to all of them.
Obviously, this makes Greg distraught because it's his girlfriend. So Greg loses it and just starts shooting at the robot. Everybody runs upstairs to the next level. So does Greg in the funniest way I've ever seen somebody run. But he's holding guns, I know, but it's still funny.
Yeah. Work.
So the robot jumps in the elevator to go up to them. But remember what's on the top of the elevator? The rigged up gas bomb thing. So Rick jumps off the top of the elevator because he's rigged it all up. How'd he get back up there? Oh, who cares? Everybody up the top is shooting at the gas bottles to make it explode. Now Allison grabs a gun, shoots the gas bottle, and it goes off. So elevator goes down, explodes. First robot dead. One is definitely gone now. I'm serious, it is dead, I promise. Then everybody goes chill out in the pizza place. And Ferdy is like, hey, why don't we go up to the roof to the computer and destroy that? And everybody's like, great idea, Ferdy. But Greg is like, I want to kill them. I want to kill them all because they killed my girlfriend, Susie.
Let's go crash them.
Greg runs ahead of everybody. You know, he's on a mission. He's going to run up the stairs and see if there's anywhere that everybody can hide. So he runs up the escalator and he stands at the top, which I hate. Now, this is a lesson. He gets off the escalator and stops. If you do that, you deserve to be killed by a robot because keep going. Keep going. What are you doing? That's always the same person of like, they get up and they go, oh, where do I just keep walking. Just keep walking. Figure it out when you're walking. Okay. Ooh. Anyway, Greg's up the top. Robot comes up behind him, grabs his arm, yeets him off the 3rd floor. And he falls all the way down. Oh, Greg. Okay, they run into a department store and they shut the big shutter doors, big thick metal doors. So the robots have laser beams that now they're cutting through the metal so they can get into the teens. Allison is like, why don't we give them some fake targets? Spots the mannequins and is like, idea? Ding! Okay, so hang on. The robots got in because they laser beamed the door open. No, never mind. I was right in my confusion because, the robot is there trying to cut open the door and then they open the door anyway, but it's not cut. Ugh. Okay. Unless the other robot was at a different door. Now I'm thinking maybe there's 2 doors. So there's always a couple of doors in malls. One of the robots gets shot and it goes all buzzy electrified. Yeah! And starts spinning around. Linda and Rick have been separated. She's on one side of the robot, he's on the other. Linda gets shot. What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did. And so Rick jumps on this little bike thing. What is that? So he smashes the bike into the robot, falls off, bing bong, and is being electrocuted and also dying. So that's Linda and Rick gone. Plus the second robot. What a sacrifice. Thank you, Linda and Rick, for your service. The 2 nerds who survived decide to split up. Idiots. Allison finds herself in this storeroom that's just full of crud. And lo and behold, behind her, a robot. It starts gaining on her, and so she starts screaming for Ferdy. Now, I think this actress is laughing. Ferdy comes to save the day. He shoots at the robot. Nothing happens because we've established for about half of this movie that shooting the robot doesn't really work. You need to blow it up. You need to run into it with a scooter. So the robot chases after Ferdy because he got shot in the face. I'd go after him too. And Ferdy, unfortunately, runs out of bullets. Like they were working anyway. So Ferdy throws things at this. There's a fire extinguisher. Hello. Established in the world that there's fire extinguishers. Also, it's like legal to have them in a mall. Oh, they could have put Susie out. Whatever.
Who cares?
And the robot chucks the thing back, hits his head starts bleeding. Oh, Ferdy Dirk. Oh my god, I hate this bit. So Allison runs into a pet shop. The robot follows her in, and as it does, it knocks over some little tanks, and in the tanks are tarantulas. And I do not like spiders. They all start to crawl on her, on Allison, as she's trying to hide from the robot. I think I die here. I can deal with the little ones. I think once they hit about... Oh, it's still... Hang on, let me do a... This is leg span, okay? Fine. Okay. This is my opinion and how I can deal with them. Because I know all of you care. Fine. Too big, getting bigger. No, never. Absolutely not. I'd rather die. I'm dead. I've had a heart attack. And you know, here in Australia, we get them big. She leaves quietly, but then something scares her. What is this thing? What is that? I don't know what it is, but it makes a little rat noise. It goes like, could be anything. Could be a rat. Let's say it's a rat. A rat falls from the roof and it scares her so much that she screams, therefore alerting the robot to her presence. Running. And she looks out over the balcony. Nowhere to go, nowhere to turn. So she uses a little thing called upper body strength and bloody hangs off the side of the thing. She falls off, but she falls into like a gazebo thing. She crawls away from the robot. And then she feels in her brassiere that she has a flare. So then she breaks into this paint store. Go girl. She opens a bunch of beautiful pastel paints. I love the 80s.
Come on, you little...
And its wheels get all painty and slippery. Poor little thing. It's just doing its job. And she says an epic line.
Hey! Have a nice day!
Kaboom, blam! Oh, excuse me again, dear.
What a mess. What a mess. So now Allison limping back to salvation. What is going on here? Oh, God forbid it's a spider in my nose. But who's there to greet her?
Nice shot.
Good to see him. It's good to see. It's good to see Ferdy. So Allison runs to him and he runs to her and they embrace. Ah, and look, it's daytime now. The sun is rising. That means the doors will open and they can get out. And that's the end. Whoa! Woo! Wow, we did it. Well done, people. I'm so proud of you all. What did we think? What did we think of Chopping Mall? I love the title. I really love the title. It is so silly. What did we learn? We learnt you have to keep walking when you get off an escalator. You probably shouldn't have a party in a furniture shop in a mall. If there's lightning and robots around, leave the scene. If your friend is on fire, maybe you should help her. I know it looks scary, but maybe grab the nearest fire extinguisher. If there is one. You know, if the situation calls for it. Obviously, if you're out in the bush or, you know, away from civilization, fine. But they were in a mall. Look who's back. It's Jibbin. It's Jack Black. What did you think of the film? Thought it was a bit naff. Purring very noisily. Woo! Whoops. If you want me to watch any more movies, pop them in the comments. These movie reviews take forever to edit, so please bear with me. But I love movies where I can dress the part. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take more photos of myself.
Yeah. Work.
Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.